Hey everyone, Jane here from Attrell Toyota here in Brampton, and today I'm doing a bunch of little specialty videos for you guys, and this one is going to be on our SOS button as well as our Apple CarPlay. Now, not only am I sitting in one of the nicest vehicles I think Toyota has to offer, this is the Avalon 2019 Avalon Limited, but I also have the pleasure of working with one of our technology experts, so here's me introducing Mr. Trent Sheldon.
Hello again, thank you very much.
All right, so let's go through and talk about our SOS button, which is located just up here. So Trent, what does this do?
Okay, well, some of the Intune systems, so ironically, we should probably have included this with the Intune video and not the Apple CarPlay.
We'll put the link for the Intune in the description.
But on the Intune 2 and above, you're gonna get this SOS button. Now, what this is, it is a subscription basis.
Okay.
So you do have to make sure you enroll. And enrollment's really easy. It's just a matter of pressing this button and making sure you tell the person that it's not an emergency that you want to enroll. And they're gonna ask you a few questions, but one thing that you are going to need to have for sure is an email address in order to complete your enrollment. So make sure you have that. If you don't have one, please set one up in advance before hitting that SOS button. Now the SOS button does have a few functions depending on again which system you have, but the most important one is, of course, you have in case of an emergency, a live person. It's always a live person.
I also want to add that you don't have to have a phone connected to Bluetooth for this to work, right?
No, it works absolutely autonomously. It works on its own battery. It's not dependent on the car battery. If the front end of the car gets ripped off entirely, this will still work.
Okay.
Right? So, and it's all designed to, like, via the GPS in the car, the phone system in the car, and not your phone.
Cool.
So it has a nice cover on it, so to prevent you from pressing it accidentally. So you have to flip that down. And if you happen to press this and not say a word, police will be, actually 911 will be dispatched. We found this out the hard way at one of our training sessions. We thought the system was deactivated. We pressed the button, we didn't say a word, we left the car, and 2 minutes later we had
emergency services.
The whole thing. Ambulance, firemen, police, everything there. So you always start off, if it's not an emergency, stating it's not an emergency.
All right, now are we gonna test this?
I'm gonna see if he's okay. So we may not be able to, because it is a video, but I will press the button and see if they're okay with showing one of the things. But before I do, just to explain what it can do. So this particular one, being in the limited Avalon, will have the emergency services. It does have the enhanced roadside assistance. So
awesome.
If you have a flat tire or something like that, you just press that and they'll send someone out for you.
Cool.
It does have the destination assist. So if you actually you're not capable enough, or like myself, not figuring out how to use the Navi system, they will actually find it for you, a particular point of interest, and we'll probably demonstrate that if we can. And then the last thing is stolen vehicle locator. It has that as well.
Oh, awesome.
So, but again, it's all subscription. It's only going to work for a short time, 3 to 6 months, depending on which service you're looking at. I think three months is the safest bet, and then after that you would, as the trial, and then you would have to pay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's press.
All right.
Let's see what happens here.
I'm just gonna unlock my iPhone here because Trent is a Android user, so we're gonna give him access to my phone. Alrighty, so that's open. Now, what's the first thing you gotta do with Apple?
Well, this is what's really neat, because Apple did have a few issues with one of their updates with our Intune system. So the Avalon is actually the first vehicle of ours to include Apple CarPlay. If you've never used it before, very good, very interesting. It's a lot like our Intune system. There's some things it does well, there's some things our Intune system does better, but it is very handy. But the one thing it does have to have is you need a cord. It does not, you don't require it to be Bluetooth, but you do need the cord.
Whereas the Intune system, you do not.
So I'm gonna plug this in.
All right.
And then the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna get this thing. So it's going to say do not enable, enable once, or always enable.
Because I don't have the luxury of owning this beautiful Avalon, I think enable once.
We're going to choose enable once, and there's more reasons why we're going to do that. By default, if you say always enable, Apple CarPlay will override the Intune system.
Okay.
So if you plug in your phone, your Intune will not be available to you.
So just to get this clear, this vehicle does have both the Intune as well as the Apple CarPlay.
Everything. Yep.
Cool.
So if you were to download the Intune, you're good to go. I'm going to allow the phone to use Apple CarPlay while it's docked.
Can you guys tell that I take a lot of pictures?
Yep. So, and then, yeah, all we need to do is we're going to go into apps. See, now it's telling me. There's a prime example. I went to go into Intune out of instinct, and it says I can't.
All right.
So I'm going to go into phone.
Home button.
There's your home button.
Cool.
So you can actually adjust the icons on there. And that's actually done on your phone, which unfortunately, not being an Apple person, I'm not exactly sure where you go for Apple CarPlay, but once you adjust it on there, it will reflect in here.
Cool.
Okay? So you do have the phone option.
Whom shall I help you call?
So this does have Siri, obviously. It uses all the Apple work to do it. This is your home button down here. So anytime you want to get back to this screen, you just press home. Your music is all your music.
Cool.
So it's all of Jane's songs that she likes.
So it's all country music.
All, I see
Eminem. Yeah, and you too.
Hey, let's test out this system.
This vehicle actually has 14 JBL speakers throughout it, so the audio is awesome.
Anyway, Eminem is probably not family friendly, so let's kill that.
Well, you gotta kill the music.
Let's pause that. Thank you.
All right.
Messages, obviously, if we wanted to see Jane's messages, they're all in there.
Should I send your message?
She can send a message. Your podcast, WhatsApp. Now, with Apple CarPlay, they do have different apps that are compatible with Apple CarPlay. Well, this is just your phone information. So showing your battery. Sorry, I saw you swiping. So if you had more apps, you could swipe. But it's showing at the phone time, it's showing your phone battery, and it's showing what connection you have.
Okay.
Bear in mind, just like the Intune system, you are using your phone's data.
Okay.
So that's fair enough. And then, of course, you do have the Apple Maps.
Which is crazy that it opens it on your phone as well.
Yeah. So what's really cool about this, and I'm going to give you guys a little trick, because remember, your navigation through Apple Maps will use data. If you're in a Wi-Fi situation and you plug in the destination and everything like that, and then you kind of save it however you do on Apple Maps, and you come back out to the car, plug it in, bring up CarPlay, put your phone into airplane mode.
Okay.
So it will give you the turn-by-turns. However, it will not be responsive. So if you happen to make a wrong turn, it won't realize that.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, that's just a little data saving tip for you.
So cool. So we have your messages through this, you have your music through this, you have a GPS navigation. If you have, of course, well, every iPhone has their map system now. And then how would we get back into the actual Toyota system?
Yeah, so to get back into the Toyota system, in case you're wondering what that was, it would be that.
Awesome.
And
so
that's it.
this
Brings you
vehicle
back.
does have the built-in navigation system here as well. And then again, if I had the Intune downloaded with the Scout GPS, I would have 3 different options, yes?
Not on this vehicle. Anyone that has an embedded navigation like the Limited Avalon would not have the Scout GPS.
Okay, all right. Well, that's good to know as well.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Trent, for walking us through that. And I hope you guys learned lots. If you have any questions, please leave comments in the section below. We'll try to answer it to the best of our ability. If not, come on down to 110 Canam Crescent. Come down, see either Trent or myself, or of course, all of our salespeople here are more than willing to take the time to walk you through this in person. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to press share, subscribe, and like the video. You can also find us on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, as well as Twitter, all under Attrell Toyota. Have a great one.